We are ready to go on another resort. Taking our chimps to the resort. We got pad all set up with this super jump entrance, hopefully. I did buy that, right? But I think we finally do that tech shooter plan. We had talked about how good it would be. Would it be better down or up? Probably up. Because technically it's first and last up here. Because they do loop around. So I feel like, can we get away with that? I can't imagine just the tack shooter. But this map, it might be possible. Cause like they still gotta come back around 2 more times after that. Because we can get straight to Pat with just buying a tack shooter. I think we'll be pretty good to go. If he can handle a blue on the straight path here. I don't think so though. Just enough. I like the fact that the other balloons were here triggering him. Like that could be all RNG there. So hopefully this is a true first try. We don't have to worry about that. Ever. Because we never have to do this opener again. So you make his grand entrance. You know what? Rare case. Let's throw on the hero audio. It's been a while since I've used the original Pat. It was kind of weird hearing his audio. I'm not a big fan of his voice. I like his other voice a lot more. The snowman. Though it could be a lot worse. No, we're alright. A lot bigger things to complain about, surely. Well, let's just go straight to a sub. Like, maybe just try to get them up here and get the village up top. Like, try to actually be efficient with the village this time, since we're very limited on money. Because with that village, he should be able to reach the bottom just fine with his reactor business. So I do want him as up as he can get. Yeah, he's not hitting down here right now. But with the village and, of course, an alchemist, we'll get there. I don't know if I do want to get anything over here though that would like make a second sub worth it. I mean, a second sub would be pretty nice. But I think we were able to get an old Infernal Ring on balance. I think this map we just might be able to pull it off again. And I've heard the price has been reduced drastically. Like at least 5K difference. that's probably where we go. That's where I want to go. I think we can get by with it. But we probably do need a village. Actually, I don't know if we do need it if we get the reactor. It's like he's gonna be revealing everything in their range. Like by the time, like the latest will probably be here. That's plenty of time for him to hit it. For anything like that. Let's just get air burst. This is all we need for now. I think we can even hold off upgrading this till we get the village to support it, or at least get the first upgrade free, you know, save 150 gold. Sounds pretty sweet to me. Full 150. I do like the original Pat though. Kind of miss it. Just a plain old big monkey. Like I like the other one because he almost looks like a albino monkey, but I'm not really a fan of the broom and maybe some of the other stuff. I don't know. The hat's pretty cool. Just a white monkey and a top hat. But he's supposed to be like Frosty, so he needs the broom. Can you fit both in here? That'd be insane. Or could you fit two in here? Ooh. Can you fit two and an alchemist in there? Dang. Now that's gonna be something. Because I also have heard or seen the notes for saying the tax zone also got a price reduction, right? Because they can't pop leads naturally now or something. Which always kind of weird anyway. Like there's nothing that lets you think that it would, other than the fact that it does. Still, look at this. The sub just can't get a break on getting its range. There. Finally. He got his own village without needing an ice monkey. So an ice monkey here would be pretty sweet too. That same mid path, just because how big his circle gets, and you know, the fact that they have to be in the circle that whole time. Actually, might do that. Like it's not that crazy. Instead of a second tack shooter, like we can get probably fit both of them potentially. Cause that kind of gets in range. I suspect you can't fit two next to each other, left and right, especially if one's kind of in the middle. Probably just get jungle drums. Because I know reactor alone can pretty much carry into 40, and then unsubmerge them to actually do damage to the Moab itself. And with Pat, for sure, would handle it just fine. Even get with the training here. Upgrade our tack shooter. As much as I want to go MIB, if we're doing the Ice Monkey and 2 tack shooters, I think we probably want Top Path Village. They got just a little stronger than the MIB, which we've kind of already committed to it, so no reason not to get it. And yeah, we're doing Inferno Ring with the more damage with it. But do we really want to buy a 27k upgrade before we work towards the 50k upgrade? Probably not. Like, I don't think it's worth saving, what, 450 at most, 435. 435, like, are we really saving that much? Oh yeah, look at that. Super easy. But yeah, it's not worth getting there before we try to agree to this. And if we're going to agree to that, we need to just go for it. Go for it first before we get to the harder rounds where a ballista probably could carry, to be honest. Because it is pretty strong at just wiping out waves of small balloons and one-shots the Moabs, the regular ones, I think. So, but nah, let's get this. I think we can save 110 though. We don't really need that because it's gonna add that much damage right now. Do we need that much damage? I don't think so. Yeah, we're good to go. Easy road to 49k. 49,140 on the low end of it this time. How interesting. I don't see any need to getting the camo detection right now. Like, I think we do get that. I mean, the monkey business could help, I guess. If we're really going to rely on this. Because we do kind of want the wizard with the Prince of Darkness. Do like it. But it isn't exactly like directly synergistic with our setup we got currently. It would just be a nice addition to almost any build. I'm just a fan of it. You know, undead balloons. The real question is, can we handle the big ones? Kinda. I don't know if it's enough Moab damage. Do we get an alchemist to help with that? Or is Pat really just gonna push him back that many times and it don't matter? He's got reduced cooldown too. I could just use it a lot more. But 30k from here. He really does get that much uptime to just keep knocking them back. Hey. I could even do old Moab press here. Like, I don't know if we do that first. or we get something else like the Alchemist. We could even do a freaking Mauler with the upgrade. I don't hate it. Like one Mauler. I don't know. I feel like just getting that Necromancer would probably be better than that, right? Like, yeah, it's more expensive, but it's something we want for the end game and would help us carry to a 50k upgrade. Like with this, I think we're definitely set for 63, whereas a Mauler, I think would need something else. Probably need to get the Ice Monkey or something. Well, we still might, but it's hard to imagine. And I don't know if Wall of Fire is any good. Like right now it'd be good, but once he's a prince, it's gonna be like putting it in any random place. Like, is that really gonna be good enough? Yeah, he just doesn't need a Wall of Fire. He's got a wall of undead balloons, and like they'd have to come back through again. So seems okay. If only you could send some that way or something. Would that be any good? They still might need an Alchemist just for the damage. Shoot, I was gonna actually get that because we're doing that. Dang. Because the Shimmer here and the Reactor here, by the time anything's attacking, nothing's gonna be with camo. Dang, that's so much money. I did that before. I think we still do it for the Alchemist upgrades and stuff and everything else we get, but it's not nearly as efficient as we could have been. Let's just go ahead and do this too for this round. Just make sure we're okay. Dang, you ran out of juice there though. It's kind of the only thing. Just get those rounds. We're probably okay for 63. Because really, the only scary thing is the Moabs. It's like if he can't push them all back far enough to get popped before they like start circling around. But they do got multiple circles to go through. So maybe it's just really nothing to worry about. But we're probably okay here. Oh yeah, these two on these circles. We'll use our cooldown on the last wave, just to be sure. Or never mind, we don't even need save it for the Moab rounds we were worried about. Like this. Yeah. It's just so busted. Just that timing, I guess. Like, they just happen to all be in range to push him back both ways. We might be okay. 13k away. It's looking close. think we go ahead and use this squeeze here. Yeah, with the reduced cooldown, it's almost silly not to just use them. It's about to be back up. And 10K, and we're there. Jeez. Mega Ballista shreds. Indeed it does. We plan on getting it, but I want to get this first while we have time to greed, because we're almost there. I think that'd probably be our next upgrade immediately after. Gosh, it's gonna take this long. Just use the cooldown. I gotta use the other one. Big fan of the Mega Ballista myself. I assume you are as well. Saber of Black. Hope you're a fan of Inferno Ring. That's where we're going. Just shooting them fireballs across the entire map. Building a massive wall of fire over here. The fan took a while to pop fortified ceramics. Cost you the game. Huh. Do you have an alchemist on it? I never really noticed that that was a thing. That it had trouble with it. So we're in a weird spot here. There we go. Look at it, pop them Moabs. So switch to Glaive Lord instead. I do like Glaive Lord. At least in theory. He has let me down before, but he's a pretty sweet upgrade. Yeah, he would fit nicely here. I don't know if we can afford that though if we're getting the village. I think we can just go ahead and get that. Let's not worry about it. Okay. So look at them fireballs. All the way across the map though. He doesn't have to ricochet off of nothing. You get multiple flying around. Madness. Look, you're gonna see fireballs shooting right through them and a Mega Ballista here in a second. Well, maybe a couple minutes. 17K away. I mean, maybe I'd want them to have the camo detection on the village just for the fireballs that hit DDTs as soon as they are on screen. And pretty much the only reason to get it, ain't it? Because it's the only thing that's attacking before it gets in his range. Shimmer would definitely cover anything that comes through. Already at our ballista, look at that. Buffing our Inferno ring even more. Extra nice. Build for the bad. I don't know. Probably some kind of mauler. I'm thinking we can double down on the attack shooters. As mentioned, both tier 5s have reduced cost now. Maybe we can get both. Can't imagine anything gets past them. And then buff them with an alchemist. Free upgrades. Just many attacks. You could also get a prince at some point. Yeah, I think we get this though, because even though we're getting it super late, not getting, you know, the biggest benefits out of it, it's ultimately gonna save us money, and we don't need the camo. Like, we're not worried about it. Get a nice monkey fit here. Look at that. I think we do get that too. I mean, what's getting past this circle here? You'd probably go straight to attack zone. That's how cheap it is. Then get the alchemist upgrades on them. They could even place an alchemist down here now. Just to get the maximum buffing. We've got the DDT. Oh, we should be alright. Both of these guys are going to reveal it. No problem. I could always get a second village if I'm that concerned. Like, let him see camo. But I can't imagine they like get out of this circle alive and not camo. The fortified one's probably gonna be a little tricky at 99. But hopefully we'll have a prince by then and he can help clean up. I like the idea of attack zone. Along with our Inferno ring. See, the DETs didn't get nowhere. I can't imagine the ballista season. I'm gonna need more than one alchemist though. All the things here. I think we can say for a prince. good. We're so close to it. What else do we want? Probably another alchemist. Pretty much it, right? Make sure one's up here on all these guys. It's kind of late to try to get that boomerang we mentioned. Like, honestly, just another alchemist. Like, get 3. Make sure these guys are always buffed. Like, even this thing. What else are we gonna get? A spike factory this late? Maybe we could. Like, honestly, I don't think it matters too much because their setup's alright. Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, with this guy, I think we're okay on these DDTs, like between everything. So you probably put him here. Just triple out the alchemist. You can use the freeze cooldown here. And that's all our gold. Well, I guess we could try to fit a mauler in range. Yeah. I mean, it only works if we get the village. Oh, look at that. Sure. Let's do it. Yes, it does smell bad. And buff. Maybe a little early because I think the tack shooters can. They ain't even getting around the first circle. Look at that. I mean, 2 tier 5 tack shooters. I think we got it. We got a nice monkey. Look at that. Over 1 million.